As required by the federal Every Student Succeeds Act, ESSA, Nevada will identify 3 categories of support and improvement schools. The 3 categories are Comprehensive Support and Improvement, CSI, Targeted Support and Improvement, TSI, and Additional Support and Improvement, Additional TSI. All of these schools will be included in the state's Rising Star School List. Schools can receive 1 designation at most, and designation criteria will be determined in the following order: CSI, TSI, and then Additional TSI. Certain star rating maximums are in place for designated schools. For example, in the designation year, TSI schools can be classified as a 3-star school at best, regardless of the index points earned. This presentation will focus on targeted support and improvement schools. To review, each school level has its own framework comprised of 5 indicators, and each indicator has unique measures. For instance, the Academic Achievement Indicator at the elementary school level is comprised of math, ELA, science, and Read by Grade 3 proficiency measures. Beginning with the 2018-19 school year, a school will be designated TSI if it has a low-performing subgroup or subgroups. TSI designation is based on subgroup performance on measures within the Nevada School Performance Framework, the NSPF. All NSPF measures are disaggregated by race, ethnicity, and special population membership. This information can be found within the NSPF School Report. Subgroups that consistently underperform on the same measure for 2 years in a row will be identified. Subgroup student performance is measured against the subgroup's unique Measure of Interim Progress, MIP. MIP goals are focused on reducing the percentage of non-proficient or non-graduate students from the previous year. For measures without MIP benchmarks, subgroup performance is measured against the lowest performance level within the measure's point attribution table. In many cases, the lowest performance level is at the 15th percentile of statewide student performance. If a school has at least 1 subgroup within the Academic Achievement Indicator that consistently underperforms for 2 years in a row, that school will be designated as TSI. In addition, if 2 or more of the remaining indicators are flagged for 2 years in a row, then the school will be designated as TSI. The table on this slide is an example of a TSI designation analysis, which is done for each of the 5 NSPF indicators. Y1 indicates the prior year of student performance, and Y2 indicates the current year of student performance. Red indicates that the subgroup did not meet annual MIP. Green indicates that the subgroup met the annual MIP, and yellow indicates that the percentage of non-proficient students was reduced by at least 10% from the prior year. In this example, the school was designated as TSI in math because of the low academic achievement of the Asian, Caucasian, and FRL subgroups, and for ELA low performance for the Caucasian subgroup. In order for a school to exit the TSI designation, they must not meet any of the designation criteria for which they have been identified for 2 consecutive years. In addition, the identified underperforming subgroup must either meet the measures of interim progress for the associated accountability years for 2 consecutive years, or reduce the number of non-proficient students in the identified subgroup by at least 10% for 2 consecutive years. If you have further questions, please take time to view our other presentations or contact the Nevada Department of Education. Presentations and contact information are available on our website at doe.nv.gov/accountability.